Hello there guys and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Squadrons video. The update released 2 days ago, and if you were here on the channel when I was covering Battlefront 2, you'll know that when an update dropped I did update reviews for them. So today I'm going to be doing that exact thing for Squadrons. Now before diving into all the content though, be sure to let me know in the comments on what your thoughts are about this update as well. So in this update the other day we got some new cosmetics, 4 new components, a new map to the multiplayer and a bunch of balancing changes and fixes. Starting with the cosmetics first, we got the Paladin set for the Empire, which is really nice. At first it seemed a little bit generic, but after getting a better look at it I really like the subtle bronze colours around the armour, especially down at the shin guards. As for the Navigator set, I really like the blue and white colour combination that they went for with this, and it's probably one of my favourite armour sets for the Empire. Also for the Imperial pilots we got the Pantoran and the Zeltron, which are both really cool to see. It's really interesting to see they've added some alien skins for the Empire given their beliefs, and you didn't obviously really see aliens that much, but I hope this does mean we kind of get more humanoid looking alien skins in the future for Squadrons. The New Republic also got a set of gear as well with the Venture set. It does look nice, however it just feels a bit too similar to that of the Elegance set that's also in the game. But it has some cool additional detailing to that and obviously different colours, and I think the gloves for me are probably my favourite New Republic gloves in the game. As for the ships, the Empire got the Interstellar skin, which is based off of the old Kenner Products toys, and they honestly look really good. They look really clean and certainly a unique option from the other skins with the Empire. The TIE Fighters also got a specific skin to that ship, which is called Vandal, and this is based off of the Rebel TIE Fighter that Ezra and Zeb stole in Star Wars Rebels, which I love. It was completely unexpected, so I'm really happy to see it come to the game. The New Republic also got some ship customization as well. For all ships we got Typhoon Squadron, which is a really cool yellow and green skin. The colour scheme is really interesting and it's really unique compared to the others as well, which is really good to see more diverse options for the New Republic. The X-Wing as well also got a unique skin, one that I never honestly thought would come to the game. It's not even something I even thought about, and that is the Powerful Ally skin, which is based off of Luke's X-Wing when it gets lifted out of the Dagobah Swamp by Yoda. So this to me is definitely one of my favourite skins in the game. Next I'll go over the components. So we got the Boost Extension Kit, the Piercing Torpedoes, the Ion Rockets and the Anti-Material Turret. As someone who doesn't really ever play the support class, I have no idea how good the turret is, but I really do like the idea behind it. The Boost Extension Kit is really cool. It grants you a full boost and it can be super useful when on bombing runs or escaping, and as the Empire you basically get granted a second boost because you can use the boost extension first and then you can divert emergency powers to your engines for an even longer boost as well. The Piercing Torpedo is really cool as well. It deals a pretty high amount of damage, and to a ship it can one-shot kill them. And to the MC-75 shield generator yesterday, I dealt about a third damage to it in one shot, so I don't think it's too bad really. The recharge time on it's not that long, so it's not too bad really. It is insanely slow though. I was really expecting it to be a little bit quicker than that, but it does do significant damage and it can be easily shot out of the sky, so maybe it could be a little bit quicker, but again it's not something you really want to be too OP considering it does go through shields. Lastly we have the Ion Rockets, which I'm really happy to see added to the game. When I used them as my interceptor last night I dealt about a third to around half of the shields that the Nebulon B has in a game of fleet battles, so for 30 shots and for a ship that's not really meant for objective play I really can't complain. Lastly, on the content side of things, we have the brand new map. Now, unfortunately, I haven't really been able to spend a huge amount of time on it, but from what I have played so far, I really like the aesthetic that they've been going for with this, and it's great to be able to have 2 unique sections of the map. One that's pretty much completely open, and the other that has all these girders and cover to them. And I also really like the verticality of the gameplay as well. It's not something we've really seen yet with fleet battles, so it's really good to see them change things up depending on the map. Finally, I just wanted to talk briefly about 2 changes that were made to the game in this update. Firstly, the rotary cannon nerf. So you now have a penalty of 60% maneuverability obviously being lost when you're actually firing them, which is absolutely needed. It's not actually too bad when you're actually firing them, so it's good. And it means you also have to be smarter when using it. This also means that bombers no longer perform as well in dogfights when using this rotary cannon, which is absolutely fair and necessary in balancing its role as a bomber. Also with the nerf, the charge up time has been changed from 1 second to 1.7 seconds. Now this wasn't actually mentioned in the patch notes, so it came as quite a shock when I was using it, and the fact that it is a significant change, I feel like it should have been mentioned. But like the loss in maneuverability, it just means that you have to think about it a little bit more than before. You need to position yourself correctly as for the maneuverability, and you need to make sure you have enough time to be able to charge it up before you start firing in range. The other change that I want to talk about quickly as well is when a game of Fleet Battles finishes, instead of seeing percentage, you now see your actual skill rating. Whilst the percentage gives you a kind of a nice idea of how far through a certain rank you are, showing your skill points instead makes more sense to me, and as this is how ranks are determined and shown in the actual main menu. Overall, I'd probably give this update a solid 8 out of 10. The cosmetics that we got are great and mostly unexpected. The 4 new components are really cool to use and will definitely allow for some new starfighter builds, so I'm looking forward to testing them out a little bit more. The map from what I have played is really good as well, and lastly the general changes made were necessary but fair. The only thing really bringing it down for me though is purely just based on the fact that I haven't really had enough time to play for Starhaven yet. I haven't played it in dogfights or PvP fleet battles yet, but hopefully I will soon. Either way, Motive did a great job with this update and I'm very excited for what's to come in December. That is it from me today though guys, thank you all very much for watching and may the force be with you always.